So yesterday, one of my mates tagged me in this post on Facebook. Breaking! Matt Smith is set to play the next incarnation of the Master in the 2025 season of Doctor Who. And at first glance, I was like, oh my gosh, this might be real. That looks like a new photo. It already had over 5,000 likes, 1,400 comments, 677 shares. And then I took a moment to read the rest of the Facebook post, and it says, according to a leak on Wikipedia. And I was like, what is this? What is happening? But I was fooled for a second, so I went to the comment section to see if anyone else, kind of picked up on the fact that this definitely isn't real. And then people were saying, lol, the Master is always coming back, like the Doctor. I don't think they know this is fake. About time. I think I might cry. I loved him. Oh boy. Do these people have such short memories? We all love Matt Smith as the Doctor. How can you bring him back as the Master of all characters? What a joke. It's not even real. So it was obvious that people believed this, and I did a little bit of scrolling and I came across this. Oh my gosh, did you hear the news? River Song is back. Alex Kingston is to reprise her role as River Song in the new season of Doctor Who. Weird. What trouble has she got for the Doctor this time? And this had 12,000 likes. It was just shy of 2,000 comments. And once again, it's all fake. This photo is from a completely different TV show and they've just slapped the Doctor Who logo on like it's nothing. So with that being said, let me introduce you to the Doctor Who page. When I first saw this page, just at a glance, I thought it was an official Doctor Who page. And given the sheer amount of followers this page has, I get the feeling that a fraction of those followers think that this is the official Doctor Who page, which it's not. And this page dates back to 2012, where they will post some pretty innocent stuff, extracts from interviews, new promotional pictures, all kind of Doctor Who fan pagey stuff, the stuff you love. But in the past few years, they've made some posts that aren't all bad, they just make you go, huh? What? There's some odd decisions, so I thought I'd go through some today. I've already touched on what I think is one of the worst fake posts I've done, the River Song one. That one's very convincing, but there's worse, I think, trust me. And even when I saw the Matt Smith one, I was like, oh Season 2's about to go crazy. But before I show you another one of these fake posts, just a few formalities. If you're new here, hello, I'm Crispy and we make videos on Doctor Who here every single day. Don't check that, but yeah. So please consider subscribing. It's free and I would think you're an awesome person. And speaking of awesome people, did you know that Martha Jones was back in Doctor Who for season 1? Look at this! A new poster has been released of Martha Jones as she returns in the new season. Well, I'm from the future and I can in fact confirm that Martha Jones is not in season 1 at all. In fact, she doesn't even get a reference. I thought she was working for UNIT. Where is she? Where is Miss Jones? And once again, the comments were so excited for her return. I'm excited for her return. And everyone in the comments was like, wow, this is the best news all day. It's an official looking promo. This takes effort. Oh, and in other news, ITV have confirmed that Christopher Eccleston will be joining this year's Celebrity Big Brother lineup. This has 2,500 comments. And I did some research. Not a line of this was true at all. This is just completely fake. In fact, in doing my research, I saw a few articles and I was like, oh, maybe it is true, but every single one of the articles links back to this post. It's this beautiful cycle of fake news. And of course, you guessed it, people very much believed this. Okay, whoever is running this page seemingly has some kind of agenda against Kate Stewart. I'm getting the vibe that they don't like Kate Stewart. Maybe I'm reading into it. You'll have to decide for me. Here we go. It's just a weird character to pick beef with, I guess. Here's a post from after the 60th specials. RTD finally knocked some personality into Kate Stewart's character. And it's a picture of Kate Stewart being thrown against the wall from the toy maker. Just a weird thing to say. We've never seen Kate Stewart show any interest in a man or woman. We've never seen her watch Netflix and chill. We've never seen her eat except a bite of that sandwich in the 50th anniversary. Do you think there's something sus about her? What? I don't understand the thought process behind this post. So whatever, they feel a bit weird about Kate Stewart, but then they post this. If Kate Stewart gets slaughtered in Saturday's episode, which one of you is paying my therapy bill? So do you like her or not? I don't understand. It feels like you've got something against her and then you're like, oh, if they kill her, I'll be sad. And if you thought that was strange, next up they start talking about Chris Chibnall. I can already see the comments for this video being like, haha, I agree. Which is fine. You're allowed your own opinion. I don't think the Chibnall era is the strongest era in Doctor Who by any means, but I had fun. And it's totally fine to voice your opinion. If you hated the Chibnall era, you can say that you hated the Chibnall era. That's fine. What's weird is if you're disguised as a Doctor Who page that people might think is the real Doctor Who page. And it seems that some of these posts are just fishing for hate. And thank God I'm on YouTube where there's no one that talks about Doctor Who and they fish for hate constantly regardless of any actual analytical thinking of the show. But anyway, the Doctor Who page leaves very subtle hints that they don't enjoy the Chibnall era. Chris Chibnall's response to the negative reception to his era of Doctor Who. Those that didn't like my era need a life, quite frankly, and better taste. Get a life. And this has over 2,000 comments. And you guessed it, this is not real. Chris Chibnall never said that, at least not publicly. And in the comments there are so many, hundreds of people that think this was a real comment. And from all accounts of people who have actually met Chris Chibnall in real life, apparently he's a legendary bloke, a really, really nice guy and generous with his time. I've heard so many stories coming out of Gallifrey 1, the convention that he attended one time, and everyone was like, damn, he's such a legend. And so for sure, he might not have written your favorite episode of Doctor Who, but he is a real person, and this account with that many followers decided to lie. This is misinformation, is it not? This is defamation, if anything. It's not a ha-ha funny little innocent post. I mean, Facebook is just riddled with fake nonsense all the time. I get served AI slop constantly. But this is damaging to a very real person. Anyway, he continues to shit on Chris Chibnall. Today marks 2 years since this somehow made it to primetime Sunday night television, and it's a picture of Legend of the Sea Devils. Look, I've got a lot of problems with Legend of the Sea Devils, but man, good one, dude. You got him. Peter Griffin, former showrunner of Doctor Who. And they've made Chibnall fat, and it's got 1,000 likes. Well done, everyone. Good job. Hilarious, my guy. Orphan 55 has been voted the greatest Doctor Who episode of all time. Do you agree? Whoa, a bit of rage bait. Ha, you got him. If you were stuck in a room with Chris Chibnall for 10 minutes, what would you say? If it was me, I'd probably say, hey, nice to meet you. If it was you, I'd probably apologize for the defamation. And before we get into some more completely unhinged Facebook posts, can you let me know in the comments if I'm reading too much into this? This is bad, right? This is weird. This is a weird thing to do. So please give me your thoughts on what you think about not only the fake posts, but the Chris Chibnall stuff, because I don't know how to digest that just yet. Here is a compilation of some of my favorite ones, and I'm going to play some piano while I read them out. Enjoy. Peter Capaldi would despise you all. Oh. Peter Capaldi died for your sins. She's a Zygon, isn't she? Kate Middleton's a big, fat f***ing Zygon, and they're covering it up. There's something off about Lorraine Kelly. Something not quite right. There's a darkness within her. Who is she? Lorraine Kelly. My impossible girl. Wow, thank you, Doctor Who page. So what seemingly started pretty innocent just ended up being a really weird Facebook page. And look, as much fun as we're having, please do not go after this page. I have no idea who's in charge of this page. This video was just a bit of fun, and it seems that they haven't posted in 2025 at all, so I should probably rename this video. The Doctor Who page has stopped. Finally. So I guess you could consider this video a part of Doctor Who's lost media now. Call up Josh Snares, they'll make a 5-part documentary on this page. I purely made this video because I was tagged in that Matt Smith master post and I got excited and then was disappointed and was like, I'm gonna make a video on this page. But yeah, the crux of this is that the Doctor Who page has a large following, and I feel like a lot of people think it's the real Doctor Who page, and they comment and they get excited and are ultimately disappointed when it turns out Martha Jones and River Song and Matt Smith aren't in the show. And if you go to the tagged photos of this page, there's a lot of fan art. A lot of young kids are doing fan art for their favorite show, and they're tagging this page. So I'm sure there's some kid out there that's like, why didn't River Song return? What's Netflix and chill? Why is Peter Capaldi on the cross? You know what? They probably love the fact that I made this video. In fact, they got in touch with me and posted this. We might have our differences, but Crispy has some of the best Doctor Who related content out there, and you should all subscribe. He also has an incredible podcast called Who's There? He is ridiculously handsome and wickedly talented. I wish we could all be like him. Which was a very nice thing for them to say, and I'm also in the next season of Doctor Who. Subscribe to this channel and I promise I won't lie to you. As I mentioned, I do have a podcast called Who's There? We post every single week and it's the best thing ever. Don't look that up. And you should watch this video that YouTube thinks you'll like. Okay, bye.